Alright guys, here we go. This is the first day of ADM. I'm in my hotel room. I'm not going to be doing a hotel review because I haven't been given permission. But having said that, shout out to winning hotel in Blackpool. Really comfortable. But that's, I can't do a proper review. So here we go. ADM going in after still recovering from my drive up here. I'm really looking forward to this. We've got a full delegation here. 6 delegates, 2 visitors from our branch. And I hope we continue the very good trend of hard work, a great ethos, and a fantastic team spirit. We're gonna go in there and rock it. So branch guys from my branch, Croydon Metropolitan, we're gonna be out here doing you proud. All right, I'm gonna be doing little snippets, little interviews, get the ADM going. This is my 3rd time at ADM, 3rd time's a charm, and wow, it's gonna be a good ADM. See you guys soon. And here we go. So we're here now. And the crowd is building up. It's looking fantastic today. It's a little bit chilly. I guess that's the sea air. It's really cold out here, but you know what? I'm gonna get inside, get a great cup of coffee, and meet up with the crew. See you soon. And it's almost go time. How you doing, Rakshama?
Are you okay?
You're all good.
You're supposed to come in that's dinner. You arrived that late.
I arrived that late, yeah, and you know what, I'm now getting this on video, but you know what, Rakhtama from the Breaking Down Barriers program is here at ADM, and we're just going to get ready to get in. I'm being told off by Rakhtama already for arriving late last night, but I was at the conference yesterday, the Black DT conference, and so many accidents coming up here. But it is what it is.
You are here, that's the thing.
Thank you.
See you around, buddy.
Great seeing everyone here, and I'm looking forward to this.
To another beautiful day here on the Wild Coast, where of course the sun always shines, as we know. President, General Secretary, Deputy General Secretary, members of the Executive.
This ADM calls upon the National Executive Council to plant the Union calendar that conference to known places with the other key events of Union and religious events, to stop putting barriers in place to stop activists or reps from participating in the key events. Our branch would like to call upon this ADM to have more considerate arrangements of the Union calendar centrally, as several events are happening at the same time, and Union reps have to make difficult choices. This means they have to...
Sorry I'm saying that, but being an old Christian, I'm expected to work all the Christmas Eve. I don't mind to support my team, it's okay, but we don't close the store till 10 o'clock. And because the next day store is closed, so we have to take some extra measurement to secure our cash and everything. So that takes another half an hour, 45 minutes. But then
So we've taken a break on the conference at the moment. It's lunchtime, and I'm gonna go out there, scout some things out, and more importantly, something else that I've just seen right now. Bang bang. A little bit of shameless self-promotion, huh? Just here by the little stands at the moment, as you can see, dental, education, youth workers, Oslo itself, politics, it's all happening. And it's a very busy environment. Just a quick one from the qualities section. This was the video that we made for Breaking Down Barriers. And it was a great production. We all came together. A little bit of creativity problems at times, but it worked really well. Shout out to Danielle and, oh yeah, of course, superstar like yourself. Danielle and Gary Samuels were actually setting this all up. They worked really hard on this.
And sometimes we don't get chance to go to mosque, temple, or kind of academic services role. So it's a very good idea to have a prayer room, so please support. Thank you very much.
Alright guys, I'm with Ryan. This guy, I met him 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And we were battling it out to be the #1 guy on the stage with the best speeches. Me, him, and Troy Wilbury. I don't even see where Troy is today.
I know. Rematch.
We gotta do a
Let's do
rematch.
it.
I got my proposition tomorrow, and I want you to support it. So
right.
let's get up there and let's do this. All right, catch up with you guys later. All right, guys, I'm back in my hotel room after the end of the first day of ADM. My reflections on it was actually quite nice. You know, it was a good conference to begin with. I should have gone around acting a little bit more like a superstar, but you know, at the end of the day, I gotta be me. But yeah, no, just my little thoughts on ADM. You know, day one, it moved quite fast today, and it was very pleasant. There was very few people that were opposing propositions. There were some controversial ones. One of them was dog licenses. You know, whichever camp you're in, are you a dog owner, not a dog owner, anything like that, you know, you're going to have an opinion, especially if you've read or listened to many events that have taken place over the last year. Then there was also things such as the equalities debates, where they talked about things like gay conversion therapy, prayer rooms, stuff like that. And it's good because this is people's lived experiences that are coming through. This is people's shared experiences of their colleagues and what they have gone through and have empathized with it. And we want to use this platform not only to highlight it, but find solutions that are actually going to be easy to apply and, more importantly, can be, you know, they can be actioned and have a massive impact on making our workforce have a better quality of life, not only at work but outside of work as well. The theme for this year for me is definitely we're making a start today to create a better tomorrow. And I might just use that in my speech tomorrow. I've got my little proposition from my branch that will probably happen tomorrow. There's quite a few propositions that we've seen from a branch perspective that we're going to support and we're going to second, and hopefully we'll get a chance, and you know, members of our branch will get a chance to speak, because you have to be selected if you're seconding it. And yeah, let's go out there and do this. Let's rock the show. I'm really proud of the guys that have come out here. You know, they've sat down, they've listened. Some have opinions, and we will agree to disagree at times, but that's a mature thing to do. You know, not everyone's going to be on the same page, and not everyone's going to be, you know, singing from the same hymn sheet. But the main thing is there's a platform that we can speak on. There's a platform where we can represent the views of our members, and more importantly, see what solutions we can apply. Let's see how tomorrow goes. I'm going to get some rest now and get my seat ready for tomorrow. Have a great night, guys. Take care. See you in the morning. Morning all. Just getting ready to head out for day 2. I think today will be my proposition day. I'm hoping it is. It's going to be a fun one. I'm looking forward to it. A little bit nervous. And yeah, as always, just let's get on with it and do what we can. And hopefully it's going to be a fun one today. Let's see how it goes.
This ADM calls upon the National Executive Council to lobby the government of the day, calling for an urgent reform to close loopholes currently in place that allow companies to avoid paying windfall tax if they use profits to invest in oil and gas in the North Sea.
Address your conference for the first time ever, and to bring solidarity from everyone at the TUC, those 5.3 million union members in 48 different unions, retail workers, yes, but also bank staff, teachers, paramedics, lorry drivers, factory workers, engineers, carers,
So that is clear that they recognize of the importance of the multicultural cultural heritage of Britain. Thus, I'm requesting conference to support this proposition so these kids can spend some time with their family and enjoy their religious festivals, know more about their cultures and heritage. And that
our financial future of our union and make that decision. But before we cast our votes, let's just look at the past performance to indicate our future. So over the last 2 years I've attended ADM, our leadership team has promised to invest in our members. And as such, we've seen a rise in training for new shop stewards, health and safety reps, branch officers, higher intakes for Academy 1 and 2, summer school, and the launch of a flagship leadership program, breaking down barriers. On top of that, fighting cases in the courts, employment tribunals, and parliament. So we know that an increase is going to secure our union's future and develop our members. I'd like to take this opportunity to add something for consideration. We have underutilized resources that can generate income, many of which are free to create and easy to implement. Social media platforms like YouTube, TikTok, Facebook for creators, and others will generate income from advertising with up to 40% of advertising revenue given to the content creator. Starting with a podcast in the same manner as the CWU using our studio as a head office also generates advertising revenue, which our media department can get out to our 360,000 members via the Arena and Network magazine. With these ideas, I hope that by the next time we have our elections in 3 years for National Executive Council, President, the revenue generated from other streams will help to eradicate our deficit. But nothing happens unless we take action. So with your permission, I'd like to ask you guys to take action now. If our delegates and visitors can visit, use their mobile phones, go to the Usdor YouTube channel, hit that subscribe, get Usdor to 1,000 subscribers. Usdor can start to generate income, and we can start to make a dent in the deficit now. Let's create a better tomorrow by making a start today. Please support this proposition.
Hi guys, I'm with Finova. I'm just taking a little bit of a break because it got really intense in the ADM at the moment with a lot of people sharing their personal experiences. I need to step away from that, but that's, because some of it was more personal to me. But that's not what I'm doing right now. What I want to do is talk about you. How are you finding the ADM this year?
I want to tell you that recently, since we've had the wage negotiations that have all been done for all the stores, and I'm out recruiting on stand down, I'm doing really, really well just by using one tactic. A month's registration into the union to protect you and give you shop workers' rights and give you job security is less than an hour's wage. And it's really working. It's a good tip.
It is, especially for younger workers as well, because a lot of younger workers are still not recognising, the benefits, because they've still got the fight in them to feel that they can take on the world. And sometimes that's a great idea, but other times it's like school, isn't it?
They're not educated into it, so they're vulnerable workers. They don't know, going into the workforce, they don't know what their workers' rights are. And guys, if you're young, join a union and help us fight the cause today.
I've always said that. We're part of a union, we're fighting for your rights at every step of the way. Finova, is there anything else that you would like to add for this ADM, for the delegates here?
Do you know, every delegate in there is sitting there, they're being amazing, they're listening to everything, they're supporting everything and making it a better world for us all. And every single delegate that are in there right now should be absolutely proud to be a member of Usdor and a member. We are affiliated to the TUC and making a better world for you all.
First time delegates as well have done a really great job. Really proud of them. Again, we're creating a better tomorrow, today for you guys. So let's keep doing it. Thanks for that, Finova.
Join Usdor today.
Or a trade union if you're not a member of Usdor, not within the retail environment. Because Usdor is the retail, the recognised trade union for the retail environment. But if you're a lawyer, join your lawyer, trade union for them, like Prospect. If you're in a different environment, like medical, Unison, Unite, those kind of people. But be a part of the movement. That's the main thing. Take it easy, guys.
Bye.
Bye. Hello everyone! Okay, I'm at ADM. We've finished day 2. It's been an intense day full of a lot of great propositions, a lot of motions passed, a little bit of controversy now and again, but we don't need to get into that. But what we do need to get into is this guy here, Innocent. His actual name is Innocent, but he's not innocent at all.
Yeah, I am. To be honest with you, my name is Innocent, and I'm very proud of the name Gideon Baron. So I try my best to do everything I do in the scope of my name. So thank you for talking about that.
And you know what? He was elected onto the Standing Rules Committee for this year's ADM. How are you finding it at the moment?
It's very, very exciting and interesting. See, the work that goes on over there, I cannot really talk about it because of UDPR, but it's a place that steers up all activities, making sure that the conference runs smoothly.
Yeah, and how you found the conference this year?
Well, the conference has been very, very extraordinarily beautiful. Beautiful in the sense that some expectations went on very well. So today we have just finished now. Normally we do finish late after Friday. We finish before 5 o'clock. That shows that everybody is happy. We are all excited about the conference.
And Innocent is also one of the architects, well, I suppose would be the right way of putting it, of the Breaking Down Barriers program. His input has helped to develop many people like myself and some of the other Breaking Down Barrier members who become very confident in themselves, getting up on stage, speaking multiple times with a lot of passion and conviction. I'm really proud of the work that these guys have done. Whether it's Ruktima, Philip, Shabs, any of these guys, they've done such an amazing job. And this is the guy who's been in part responsible. It's been a massive effort. What made you decide to bring this Breaking Down Barriers scheme about?
Oh, breaking down barrier is a concept because some of us is felt in me that something should be done to see that we are more important to the union in the sense that trainings, development will all now be put together for people to have that spirit of I can do it. I can do it better than the other one, I can do better than this. So this is what things in the soul of let people think about having this breaking down barrier. And you can see right now that those guys that have gone through, they're all perfect. They are now bold, they're now standing up to talk for themselves and talk for others. So I personally am very, very happy that the concept we put forward is yielding results, positive results. So that's what we are seeing today. Absolutely. You can imagine today a lot of people that came out to speak. It was extraordinary and they spoke to the point. This is what Breaking Barrier does. It teaches you how to develop yourself.
Well, a massive shout out to one of my colleagues on the Breaking Down Barriers program, Gary Samuels, who's been elected as a Labour councillor. So congratulations to him. Sam Green, who became a branch chair because of the Breaking Down Barriers program, was when I first met her, it wasn't something that was within her reach. So she believed it wasn't within her reach, and she's now done it. We've also seen Daniela, who became a delegate for the TUC Black Members, Black Workers Conference, and represented Osdor extremely well. And my sister Rehana, who also done a magnificent job as a delegate representing as well. We've done a great deal out there because of this program.
Yes.
And I want to thank you personally for that.
Oh, thank you so much. And I want to give appreciation to a very special person. This is Janet Higgins. Janet Higgins has been somebody who is extraordinary. He fought everything to see that all of us are now enjoying what we are doing. She was the first to become an NEC member. And today she will be voted to represent
Janet Hankin,
Janet Hankin. So she's really, and we want to appreciate her for all the hard work she has done for us.
Yeah,
so thank you to Janet Hankin for all you do. We love you
absolutely,
and appreciate it.
Because Janet Hankin has now become, unfortunately, Maureen, I can't remember her surname.
Race relationship, in the TUC.
In a race relationship in the TUC, she's retired now, and Janet Hankin has now taken her place.
Yeah.
We love the fact that it's come from Usdor and all the hard work. It's not just for us guys breaking down the barriers. We've also had those guys leading the way for it, for us to follow through and inspire us to follow their footsteps. Yeah. So again, that's from the hard work that you guys done. So thank you for that.
Yeah, so finally, I want to appreciate all the black communities, those guys right down there that have not joined the union. I'm using this opportunity to speak to you. If you are working for Tesco, Sainsbury's, Morrison's, any other stores where we have partnership, please kindly join the union. I promise you, you'll be developed. I've been developed and made a testimony, successful testimony. So I encourage you to join the union. Once you join the union, become a rep. And then that's it. The sky is your limit. Thank you very much.
Well, to add to that point, because I get a lot of people from different unions, different professions watching these vlogs, I've always said this, join a union. They're fighting for your rights. And at the end of the day, yes, it's not an expense, it's an investment in yourself.
Exactly.
And this is, if you look at it that way, because we want to make sure that our jobs are protected, our rights are protected as workers. We're fairly represented, not only on the ground level, but in areas that we can't gain access to in terms of the boardroom levels. Our unions do have access to that. And we want to create more heroes from people from our backgrounds who are underrepresented right throughout the trade union movement. But it takes you guys to do that. So get up, take action. That's what I'm going to talk about. Let's start today to create a better tomorrow.
Exactly. So I want to encourage everybody, if you are out there, join the union. And I promise you, once you join the union, you'll be developed. When you are developed, the sky is your horizon. So come on, take out the opportunity and join the union. And be proud.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Innocent, for all your time.
I'm grateful. It's a big pleasure. And thank you so much for bringing me down here today. Have a good day.
End of day 2. Just doing my little vlog. What a day. In more ways than one. I loved it. Went out there. I done my proposition. I passed. I spoke on S1, which is about a special proposition for raising our, the subscriptions, just by 10p. And that passed. Not only did I say a couple of things about it, my ideas were taken on board by many people. And they came up to me and told me that, I didn't know that this was the case, that's the case. So yeah, I'll hit that subscribe button. We'll get our union to a stronger financial position. Amazing. I love it. And this is what our delegates meeting is about. It's our democracy in action. And there were some controversial things that were said. Not every proposition passed. But I tell you what, I'm glad that I'm a part of this. And I feel so strongly that more people need to get involved in more ways than one. Many people become members of a union for reasons like protection, fairness at work, that kind of stuff. Having another layer of accountability is another factor to become a member of a union. But then there's this other side, it's the democratic side of trade unionism. It's going out there, giving the ideas, letting people know where they stand, and more importantly, just short and simple. We can help to change the future direction that we take as a union. Now, I went to some fringe events as well today. There was a fringe event for broaden the left. It included the socialists and included a couple other members from different unions there. We were talking about and listening to different opinions. But the funny thing is that we were all united on one thing, which is that we all want that change. We need change. Because right now, if we keep doing what we're doing, we keep having the current government the way it is, it's not going to get any better. These guys have now proven that they're not there to help. Apart from the ultra rich. So it's all the things that we talked about in school, all the things that we grew up on in terms of the idealism that our teachers would tell us. Everything is now in action here, and it's working. It's working. I can see that with hard work and effort that everyone's putting in, and all pulling in the same direction, no matter what side of the political spectrum on the left someone lands on, we all want change. And we're going to get it. Again, meeting with the branch, having dinner in the evening, it was good because it gave everyone within the branch a chance to let their hair down, enjoy themselves, be themselves. For me, of course, I'm going to do what I can and make sure I'm handling multiple things while enjoying myself as well. But then I thought, you know what? I made a promise to Ryan last year. Ryan Aldred. I was supposed to go to the Broaden Left fringe night out, and I didn't go. I didn't make it. He saw me the following morning. I apologized to him. I said I was really beat and all the rest of it. And I made a promise to him that this year I would do that. And I was about to blow it out this year as well. Until one of my mentors, Chai Patel, said, never make a promise you can't keep. Always say, if you can't keep a promise and you know it, say, we will see. But if you make that promise, you keep it and you go through with it. And as a reminder, it made me go to the event. I'm glad I did. I met up with one of my Breaking Down Barrier colleagues there, Ray, and loved spending that time with him. Met many people who I met earlier today, and some people I met from my branch officer training, and got photographs with everyone. We had a lot of fun today. Tonight was a really good night. I'm glad I've done that, and I'm glad that I got welcomed with open arms. Don't get me wrong. From a branch officer branch officer's perspective, I can let my hair down and all the rest of it, but I'm with people that kind of know me and will they don't know me that well, but they know me in a certain way and will continue the banter and stuff like that. But then you go to other places where they do know of you, they know of the work that you've done, and they treat you completely differently. They see you as a comrade, or a colleague, that kind of thing, and that was nice. That was a great feeling. And I think this is what the trade unionism movement is really all about. Is that we are comrades while fighting for equality, equity, justice, equal pay, equal rights, making sure that things like harassment, bullying, abuse, all of that is ended as quickly as possible. And even with people in the management structures, they also need protection too. And many of my union members and some of my union reps that I work with are managers. I've recruited managers because we all need protection. It can take just one person to have one bad day, and they take it out on you, and you may not deserve it. So you know what? This is what we're about. I'm glad to be a part of this. I know I'm droning on and on, but it was a great day today. Let's see what happens tomorrow. I will say one thing did happen today that I was like, yeah, it's getting, I gotta change it up a little bit. Which was everyone got up. I'm a I'm a first-time delegate, first-time speaker. Round of applause. I'm a second-time delegate, first-time speaker. Round of applause. I got up and I was like, yeah, I'm a third-time delegate, second-time speaker. Crickets. Little rounds of applause, like, yeah, okay, great, yeah, we've seen them once already. It's like, it's not an Asian thing, it's a me thing, I get that. And tonight I met someone that said, so when are you going to make it the third time that you're going to be speaking? And when you do, don't worry, we still won't applaud you. Well, I thought I'd get that out there. Get involved. That's all I can say. And from people watching this as my journey, and throughout my journey, they've enjoyed this, and I've had a lot of wonderful feedback from many people out there that have come out, and some have been, you know what, I watch your YouTube channel, I watch your stuff, I like it and enjoy it, I watch what you do, great. And others have been, you know what, you've inspired us. It's like, nah, I'm pretty sure I haven't. But if I have, made you take a different decision to go in a different direction with your trade union journey, then, thank you. And for those that are just watching this journey and seeing if they can do I'm just an ordinary guy. I'm just doing what I can, and when I record these things, the reason why I've done this is to show the other side. Not only show the other side, but leave behind something when my ticket needs to be punched out. So others can say that, yeah, you know what, you done it, I'll do it too. And this has been a really good experience this year. I really have enjoyed myself. But let's see what happens tomorrow. Let's see what happens the day after. Let's see what happens with the different events. And I'm gonna crash out now, guys. Have a great one. Take care. Bye.
Could sort of cause them to think whether it's viable for them to continue or not. And most farmers that I know of in my local area have actually thought twice about.
With most of us now owning mobile telephones, there has been a decline in the use of traditional phone boxes. However, looking about our streets, there are still nearly as many of them as there were before the widespread use of mobile phones. Very few of us would have used a phone box within the last decade, so why are they still a very common sight on our streets? Firstly, we stand firmly behind the off-home guidelines, recognising the importance of phone boxes in certain contexts, such as in
Alright guys, so day 3 of ADM is going through at the moment. We're just taking a break. It's been quite an emotional one. We talked about health and social care and health as well in the workplace. So health and safety and more provisions for it. And a lot of these propositions have passed through amazingly well. So I'm really proud of it. I got a good old colleague of mine, Jackie Kaufman.
Oh yeah?
How you doing? You alright? Yeah. How you finding?
What are you filming for?
Well, I'm just filming for the vlog.
Thanks.
How you finding ADM this year?
Fantastic.
Yeah?
Really enjoyable.
Good. Alright, so
Every minute of it.
lovely. Yeah, so yeah, you too as well. So yeah, it's been quite good. We've had many first-time delegates speaking, and they've all been very brave in terms of what they've done, and really proud of how much passion that they're feeling while doing this. And long may it continue. When we come back from the break, there's going to be some interesting developments. See you there. Look at that.
You've been a good friend to me through thick and thin, and I intend to be a good friend to you through thick and thin. Thank you, Pat. And thank you, Ostor, for all the work that you're doing to secure the Labour victory the country desperately needs this year. And wasn't that a fantastic video? Starting our work this Thursday, just 2 days ago, with the chance to elect Chris Webb, Blackpool's first born and bred MP in over 60 years. It's a privilege to be here in Blackpool. Just look at this building. What an honour to be in this magnificent ballroom in a town that's hosted so many vintage moments in Labour Party history. Dennis Healy's famous speech in 1976. Tony Blair's first speech as leader in 1994, his Clause 4 moment. Bill Clinton in this room in 2002. And most importantly, of course, who could forget? Ed Balls jiving to Great Balls of Fire.
voting age. Imagine being on the cusp of adulthood, able to make decisions about full-time work, join the army, get a passport without parental consent.
Hi guys, yeah, I'm back. I'm with the Usdaw Protect people. I'm with Dan Harrison, and this is a wonderful opportunity because this is a very underutilized tool when recruiting people. You know, especially if you're a rep, you're doing inductions or you're doing it on a one-to-one basis, it's so important to let our members know that our union does provide more than just representation for things like grievances and disciplinaries. This is something which is an additional benefit that's in many cases free of charge. So I'd like, rather than me talking about it, why not talk about to the person who actually knows everything about it? Go for it, Dan.
Thanks, Hadi. So we've got a number of benefits that we offer Usdaw Protect, one of which is our £5,000 worth of free accidental death insurance. That's completely free of charge. It's 12 months cover and you can renew it again for free, and anyone aged 18 to 69 can take that out. We've also just launched some new products with Usdaw, which is a car insurance comparison service and a home insurance comparison service. So come when the premiums are going up, come and check us out and see if we can save you some money. And we can also offer some shopping discounts that are completely free of charge with Usdaw rewards, and there's a £10 welcome bonus if you go and sign up for that.
And you know what, he's absolutely right, because I actually booked my hotel here through Expedia. Now, but how did I get to Expedia? I signed up with Usdaw rewards scheme because I wanted the cash back. And then from the Usdaw website, it took me to expedia.com as a portal. It was like a hypertext link. It took me all the way there. I booked my hotel with all the filters in there because it's Expedia's own website. But a discount was automatically applied by just being an Usdaw member. And you can only do that if you're using the Usdaw members' offers. So it's so important to understand how to use the website as a rep. If you're a member, definitely learn these things, because I tell you what, he's right, car insurance is going up and up and up. Mine's gone up. I've had a lot of accidents, but mine has gone up. But you know, that's neither here nor there. The reality is, use it. You know, we've got so many things over here. A lot of our members are over the age of 50, so get them to use the 50+ personal accident plan, the free accidental death cover. You know, travel insurance. We all like a holiday. Stay protected. It's very important because, you know, let's face it. With insurance, what's the golden saying? When you don't need it, that's when you should have it. Because when you do need it, you can never get it. So protect yourself. You're protecting your job, why don't you protect your personal assets as well? Isn't that right?
Yeah. Come and take a look at us. Hopefully we can save you some money.
Yeah, so make sure you sign up for it all, guys. And if you are a rep that needs a little bit more advice and guidance, talk to your area organizer. If they don't know anything, then come and see me. See you guys later. Bye.
Thanks, Hadi. Bye.
To explain to you what happened. So I'm a landlady. My property is my pension, because if I don't have that, I will not be able to survive on the state pension. I went down hard, I'm sorry to say. I've always worked for Tesco, so it's not that I was brought up with money.
Alright guys, it's me. I'm getting ready to go to bed, crash out. But before I do, this is the end of day 3 review. And we had a really highly charged day in more ways than one. I didn't get a chance to speak, which was really good, because it gave the more first-time delegates a chance to speak, and they were just as impassioned. They were knowledgeable. Some needed practice, and those ones knew that they should have practiced before coming up on the stage, because they told me. I spoke to them. You know, they asked me certain questions, and I went through it with them. Unfortunately, one of my colleagues, my delegates from our branch, did not get a chance to speak on a proposition which is actually quite close to his heart and hits quite close to home. I wanted to actually speak on the Renters Charter one, because although it's a good proposition, there were some things that needed to be added to it, just iron things out. Unfortunately, you know, someone else got to speak on it, but that person was very passionate, and I loved it. I loved the energy when I was watching that. And again, we're in it's a democratic process. Everyone has the right to reply. Everyone knows what they can say and what they can't say. But as long as we we can agree to disagree and still be friends at the end of the day, because we will have opposing opinions, but we can still be friends. That's the main thing, and we've got to take it one step at a time. We have special guests today. We had a political debate which had a special guest, Sir Keir Starmer, the leader of the Labour Party, was there this year. It was really something, just watching him in action, delivering speeches from memory, left, right, and centre. He knew it inside out and timed it with his body language and all the rest of that kind of stuff. And this is the thing that I've been learning about watching politicians. They have a certain way of engaging and controlling the crowd. You may not like a lot of what they say when they're being interviewed, especially if they're caught out on certain things. But when they're delivering speeches, there's a magnetism that happens with these politicians. They know how to gain the attention of the audience. They know how to use the body language to make sure people are listening and paying attention. And it was fascinating watching it. It was really fascinating. And even down to the words that have been picked, carefully designed so that you can have the greatest influence over a person ahead of you. It was interesting to seeing that. But here's the other thing. You can't fake sincerity. And he was very sincere with what he was saying. And the reason why I say you can't fake sincerity is because you can see it coming from a mile away. You can see when someone is actually about to say something, just because deep down in the back of your mind, they're saying it because they want something out from you. This wasn't the case. And yeah, it was a good speech. It hit home, and a lot of people were like, yeah, we got this. We can do this. And of course, afterwards, after all was said and done, we go out. I went out with the Black Network, the Black Workers Network, and I got stuffed from the all-you-can-eat bar, or all-you-can-eat food place, Mr. Basari in Blackpool. Yeah, I was stuffed. I made sure I went in and devoured as much as I could. From Thai food, Indian food, to steaks and more steaks, that kind of thing. And why not? I'm here, I'm letting my hair down. That's the sort of thing I really enjoy doing more, is going out and eating, as opposed to, going out and getting drunk, because that's not my scene. Afterwards, I was supposed to go to 2 places. I went to one because I got dragged to another place. And it was alright. I was sitting down there, just said hello to everyone, that kind of thing, just trying to mingle as much as possible, but I could feel myself crashing. Then along came, the delegates from my branch, and I tried to keep up with them. No chance. They're just too energetic. We even done the Kennedy dance together. I might even put that online. I'll think about it. I'll get permission first. Yeah, it was good, and more importantly, our breaking down barriers colleagues who were there, love them all to bits. And they all done, they've done extremely well. Extremely well. There's no denying it. You can't take it away from them. It's brilliant. I will say one other thing as well. Sometimes you won't see me sitting down because, One, if you sit down for too long, don't you feel a bit numb? You know, and especially if you have to get up and you know, have a comfort break. Then you walk around and you see the stands and you start talking to people, and people get involved, and people then offer you, "Oh, why don't you come along and do this for us?" So yeah, I'll be trying to get some videos done for certain people, and I'm looking forward to the challenge. So watch this space. Let's see what happens, and you know, we'll take it all one step at a time. On that note, guys, I'm gonna leave you to it. I won't be doing the end of conference review until I get back home, and then I'll take it from there. All right, take it easy. See you there. Bye. All right, guys, this is it. Last day of the ADM. Everyone's going inside, and I'm gonna be making my way in to see what today has to hold. And yeah, looking forward to it. It's been a really good conference. See you soon.
In 2018, it ran only 4,486. Over the last 2 decades, the number of public toilet facilities.
Hi everyone, this is the final day of the ADM in Blackpool, and I am with Danny, who I trained with on my branch officers training. You might remember him from one of the videos that I recorded, where I sat down with him as his branch chair and his branch secretary. So just want to catch up with this amazing tall guy who I'm finding very difficult to hold camera for. How you been?
I've been alright since I last seen you, yeah. Everybody okay with you? Family okay?
Yeah, all good.
Yeah, I think now becoming official now, so it's a bit more, I've got a bit more responsibilities now. But yeah, ADM's been good. Have you enjoyed it?
I'm loving it. Is it as regional councillor that you become?
No, so organiser, I'm official now, yeah.
Oh my days! Congratulations! I had no idea. We've become
October.
And which region?
A region. So Bristol office.
Bristol office.
Yeah.
There you go. You got a magnificent guy who knows.
Part of it is because obviously I met Haddy, and you know he invited me onto his videos, so I've learned a bit more, and you know I've become an AO. So yeah.
I didn't pay him to say that. I did not pay him at all.
A bit stressful, but it's a great job. It's a great job.
But you know what? This guy was an absolute treat when I was with him. He was he listened to everything. He took on board the frustrations that a branch officer faces and applied back to his own branch, and lo and behold, this is what's happened. He's developed. I know that he's going to give his members, his reps, a fantastic service to make sure that they develop as well.
I didn't pay him for that either. I didn't pay him for that.
No, but that just comes through loud and clear because of the passion that this guy's got. But you know, bloody hell, well done, man. That's a first for today. It's an exclusive. So, which area? So, which part of? You actually come in Bristol?
Yeah, so I'm from Cheltenham. I live in Cheltenham, so I still live there, thankfully. I do from Stroud up to Bristol, Tesco's, Boston's, Co-ops, you name it.
So if you work for any of those organisations, if you're a rep, please make sure you chat with your area organiser, give them help, because that's what he's there to do, is to help people through all these difficult situations. So Danny, thanks, man.
No problem.
Oh, also, I forgot to say, we did actually do, as part of our training, something that came up to, you know, at ADM as a proposition, which was dog licensing. And it was like, with me and him, it was almost the first part of that speech was word for word our stuff when we done in training. Don't know what's going on at the moment. I'll catch up with you guys there. Bye.
Good morning, conference, top table. My name's Martin Webb. I'm from Croydon Metropolitan, HO 17. I'm going to have to say it, second time delegate, first time up here. I'm here today to talk to you about the ULEZ expansion, or as I prefer to call it, the poor tax. If you don't know much about the ULEZ, it was brought in by Boris Johnson to tax commercial vehicles coming into central London. When Sadiq Khan came there, he expanded it even further and included more vehicle types. Whilst I wholeheartedly agree something does need to be done about pollution, and not just in our capital, but all over the world. But for the moment, let's just talk about matters in hand. The impact of ULEZ is having on low-income households who already struggle to put food on their tables and pay their rising utility bills. this cost of living crisis. Let me give you a couple of examples of how unfair this tax really is. A colleague who had a perfectly good car, which had a current MOT including passing its emissions test, he used it daily to travel to and from work and to kind of extend his poor tax boundaries. My colleague had very little choice as he could ill afford to shell out £12.50 a day, £62 a week, £250 a month, or £3,000 a year just to go to work. He scrapped his perfectly good car for pennies, as non-US compliant vehicles become worthless inside the US. He used £2,000 he had managed to save up for emergencies and had to borrow another £2.5 grand from a finance company to buy a car that he didn't want nor needed. Here's another example of this unfair tax. When this cash net was widened at the end of last year, it conveniently encumbered the Royal Marsden Hospital in Surrey, which is one of the largest hospitals for the treatment of cancer in the UK. If a nurse is working a late shift and starts at 8 p.m. on a Monday and finishes at 4 a.m. Tuesday morning but isn't working Tuesday night, it would have cost them £25 to do an 8-hour shift. It wasn't too long ago that key workers were being clamped. They are now being fleeced. It's also worth noting that if you're receiving treatment at Marsden, you don't automatically get any concessions unless you can prove that you can't get there by bus. I'm not sure how you're supposed to prove you can't get there by bus, but that's what they want. There is no simple solution other than scrapping this poor tax at this time, due to us all being affected by this cost of living crisis. I feel this unit is less about cleaning up and more about a cash cow for Khan and TfL. Let's be honest, who wouldn't wipe it? He's earned £26 million in the first month alone. The people who are being affected are our families who have no earthly way to find a new car, typically our members. We as a union need to step up and get this poor tax reversed before it's too late. It's only a matter of time before it escalates to paper mile. I, for one, don't want to see another Tory mayor in London, but this expansion has already cost us a Labour parliamentary seat in Uxbridge, and I fear it could cost us even more in the general election. Please vote for this proposition, as we desperately need to help our struggling members. Thank you.
Yeah! Yeah!
Oliver Lighton, age 038. I am here to support Proposition 73. As we navigate the challenges posed by urban pollution and strive for cleaner air, it is essential that we consider the impact of policies like ultra-low emission units on vulnerable communities. Here are some key points of greater support for low-income families and key workers. 1. Exemptions for key workers. While there are currently no exemptions for key workers during their duty hours,
very little difference since he has extended the zone. There was research done on it, there was very little difference in extending it other than his own home. And the second point, when we've got reps out on stand down or academy, they probably got old cars, I know I have. Who's putting the bill for that? Our members. Just remember that, please. Thank you.
And that's it, the end of ADM for another year. Time to get out of here, and hopefully next year I'll be back. If not, you know, just enjoy everything that's happened and take it one step at a time. It's been a wonderful experience. Many first-time delegates, and part of the election year. This is brilliant. So let's see what happens. But in the meantime, join the union, be a part of it. As always, let's just keep fighting the good fight for a better tomorrow. See you there.
Alright guys, so I'm doing the post ADM sort of review feedback. I said I'll do this. It hasn't happened straight away. It's happened a couple of days after ADM. I've kind of been recovering from the flu stroke COVID. You might have seen some of my reviews on TV shows and movies that have come to an end, and you might have heard how I've struggled to get everything together. Still feeling it at the moment. The energy levels are not quite there. But having said that, I just thought, look, I'll get this out of the way so I can then finish off everything I need to finish off. In terms of my final thought of ADM, this year's Osdor's annual delegate meeting was phenomenal. Everyone was united. Yes, there was one or two disagreements in terms of propositions, but it was a disagreement. It was mature. It was, okay, I have the right not to accept your version of the events, but that's fine. I respect your opinion. That kind of thing. And that was quite amazing. I was very proud of my branch, how we conducted ourselves in all manners, whether it was within the ADM conference itself, outside of the conference, meeting up with different delegates from every other region, or whether it was in different nights. It was professional. People were well behaved, and more importantly, they got involved. I was very proud that my branch was being recognised in more ways than one. So you can still feel it coming on. The big thing was Sir Keir Starmer and the work that the political guys have done at ADM to help Chris Webb get elected as the Labour councillor. They took out the Tories in Blackpool South, and then coming back from ADM, May 2nd was the local elections and the mayoral elections, and the feel-good factor that just kept coming through showed on the ballot papers. People voted. They voted to have change. Regardless of who they voted for, it wasn't the Conservatives. The Conservatives were being the third. The Liberal Democrats actually done better. Some of the Reform Party candidates took some of the votes from the Conservatives. And some of the Independents done really well as well. So this is a real sign of change, and being at that sort of cusp of it all, I'm really proud of it. What can I say? The ADM flu or COVID or whatever you want to call it, people were getting it, and they were posting it out there. I was feeling it too, so you can feel it right now. But I think, personally, the first time delegates this year done really, really well. Big shout out to them. I had one or two people approach me saying, "How come you're not on the stage as much? You should have been up there right now." But if that's because I've done it previous years, like 4 or 5 times, going up onto the podium and speaking. But I'm glad I didn't. I'm glad I gave the others a chance. Yeah, there were things I wanted to speak on, but when they said, "Look, let the first time speaker come up," I put my hand straight down, because you know what, let others have the chance. But what was wonderful though, and again, I'm gonna toot my own horn here, was the amount of love that I'd actually received from other people that approached me, and one, especially from my own sort of Asian background. I went out to the black members dinner. It was again in the same place, but it was really wonderful. It was great having the food again. I'm a foodie. I'm not a pub guy. I'm a foodie. You've just got to understand that. I love my food. But some of the people that came out and said, they recognized me and said my name fully and said some very kind words. Kind of like, kind of made me emotional a bit. But this is what it's about, I wanted to help and drive forward a bit of a change, and we've had a lot of the people from my background come through in the past, whether it's Chai Patel, Super Patel, you know, they've done it in the past. I'm just following in their footsteps. You know, Uday Bande, who's always been there. I'm following in their footsteps to try and make sure it works. You know, don't get me wrong. We got Janet Hankin, who's on the National Executive Council. You know, the Breaking Down Barriers crew is doing extremely well. Rakdima went up there and smashed it. You know, I'm just doing my little part. That's all I can do. It's my little part, and I'm kind of happy that people are recognizing it. And the funny thing is, even outside when I was taking little breaks and going around to the exhibits and stuff like that, there were people that had recognized me from, you know, the work that I'd done on the campaigning for the NEC stuff, and had complimented me on that. And I was really, really thankful that they took the time out to actually watch the videos I'd done and give some compliments. This is what it's about. It's us as representatives that fight so hard in our places of work to have change on the ground level, to come up and also do change where our union can drive that change forward on higher levels, which is not just a boardroom level, but also in legislation, in Parliament, bring things to the forefront that people were, you know, may have felt our union can't deal with, but they can, you know, because we've got access to the resources, we've got access to decision makers. Whether they listen to us or not is a different matter, but we have access to them. And that's why I encourage more and more people. If you're watching these videos and you know that there's someone who should be getting out there and experiencing this firsthand, get them out there. Let them see this. I document this for one big reason. I keep saying this when I go. I want people to know that there's something here that, look, this is not only what I've done, but this is what you can do too. This is what it's all about. And, you know, it's not closed to anyone. You can have it. But you just got to put yourself forward for it. You got to be in the right places. And to get to the right places is just giving yourself that time so that you can actually travel or attend via, you know, hybrid, Zoom, whatever your branch will help you to do. But just get yourself out there. And that's not easy. It isn't easy because it requires you to come out of your comfort zone. But rather than talking about it, hoping things will change, screaming at the radio or the TV, this is where we do something about it. And I'm glad that I've been part of that process where there's been some real change. You know, keep it up to everyone. And thank you for if you've watched this all the way through, thank you for this. Hopefully next year at ADM I'll be there. If not, so be it. It is one of those things. But whatever happens, happens. Life goes on. And, you know, let's take it one stage at a time. So guys, I'm going to be signing out now. Have a great one. Keep fighting the good fight. Take care of yourselves.